Morning YouTube. So lately I've been seeing on my comments that people have been asking me why I choose to be homeless. Let's put it in this perspective. Let's say you have $2,200 a month in bills, house payment, whatever it is. All your expenses comes to $2,200 a month, and you have a $2,500 a month income after taxes. Well, that's the take home after taxes is $2,500 a month, and you're able to save a little, whatever. But that includes your working 9 to 5 or whatever the deal is to get that per month. Or you have the choice between that or living on a more modest budget of, let's say, $600 a month worth of expenses, say car insurance, food and gas and stuff like that, and you choose to live in your car or your van or whatever it is. And let's say you're making $800 a month, but the difference is, let's say that $800 a month take home to you after taxes and everything is a fixed income where you're not working. It's just some kind of fixed income, like they say Andrew Yang is running for president on the freedom dividend thingy where they're going to give everybody $1,000 a month or whatever. I don't think it's ever going to happen, but if it did, one could live on a fixed income like that. Or say you won the lottery or you got an inheritance from some family member or some kind of deal to where you had a fixed income, and it was a limited fixed income, so you had $600 or maybe $800 a month income to deal with. And I say you spent $600 a month of it on expenses, and then you save the other $200 a month, for road expenses, for van, car repairs, whatever. So you had something to save in too. But the difference between both two of those things, the $2,200 a month expenses versus $2,500 a month that you're making, and the $600 a month expenses versus $800 a month that's fixed income coming in, the difference between those two things is your freedom, and you can't put a price tag on freedom. The difference between that is that $2,500 a month that you're making, you're having to spend 9 to 5 wherever, slaving your ass off in exchange for the money. Not to say I can't do it or wouldn't like to do it or whatever, because I can work as hard as anybody else. But what I'm saying is, when it comes back to it, at the end of the day, if you have a fixed income like that and you were able to match your expenses down to it, whatever the amount is, to 600, 700, 2,500, whatever, if you're able to bring it to that point, maybe have passive income, like if you owned an apartment complex and then they paid rent to you and whatnot, so you had passive income profit on top of what you spent on that apartment complex to keep it up, some kind of deal like that. Any kind of passive income, like working from the internet or getting paid by YouTube, whatever. The point is, if you had some kind of income coming in to where you're not actually physically working, you can't put a price tag on freedom. And that's what I'm trying to tell my subscribers. I feel better when I'm free, even if that means $1.50 in my pocket, versus slaving my ass off for $800 a month or slaving my ass off for $1,200 a month. And all the bunch of program slaves are saying that's how you got to do it, but those same program slaves are purposely putting themselves that far in debt. They've got $1,000 a month toward a house payment for a $100,000 house that they're in debt to for 20 years of their life. And then they got, $500 a month payments to $20,000 cars or $40,000 cars that they're in debt to again for 20 or more years of their life. And then they got college degree debt that they're in debt to again for a piece of paper. I mean, people, that's the way the system wants you to do, is that you'll be a good, hard, working slave, and everybody keeps the economy going. I get the whole idea of it in the long run. But you're never truly free, versus if you had this fixed income of whatever amount of money, all your time is your time. At this point in my life right now, I'm working 1 day a week to pay for my food. That gets me through the entire rest of the week, and then if I want a little extra more than that, then I pay for my cell phone bill and stuff like that. I work another day during whatever week, and that's just once a month, an extra day to pay for the cell phone bill. And so now I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from on being free versus, I'm a lot happier being free. All my time is my time. I can go choose to do whatever the hell I want with it because no one else is telling me what I can do with my life or my time. And that alone is worth the payment. Not having no boss trying to say that you have to do this and you have to do that at this point of that time in your life when you're your own boss. And that's why I'm also looking into doing stuff like expediting, where you're still technically speaking self-employed. I just don't want to go into expediting itself and have that $50,000 worth of debt right immediately, or it could go to the bank, or it could go to Enterprise rental car thingy that has commercial vans for sale that they do $1,050 a month payment on it and do that, and people do that all the time, but then they're skin in the game and whatever, but then you go back to being that slave. So I'm hoping I make some kind of sense to people, and then I'll post this video later, see what you guys comment on that. Hopefully somebody, I don't know, I mean, I'm still getting these slaves that those same people are the keyboard warriors, so to speak, that they're saying, you gotta do this, you gotta fix your life, you gotta do that. I about guarantee you that all of those slaves, when you ask them how much they're in debt, let alone ask them how much their bills are each month, it's just through the roof. And if that's what makes you happy, go for it. Live that free, that credit ahead of time, you know, get everything you want now and pay for it later in life if you want to. I'd rather pay for it a little bit now and have my freedom. Peace.